To know the full history of the war between Afghanistan and America, we need to understand its political, historical, and military background. The conflict began in 2001, but has roots in the Cold War and the geopolitics of Afghanistan. Background: international intervention in Afghanistan. Soviet-Afghan War 1979 to 1989. In 1979, the Soviet Union intervened in Afghanistan to strengthen the communist government. The United States, Pakistan, and other countries provided support to the Afghan Mujahideen, which led to stiff resistance from the Soviet Army. In 1989, the Soviet Union accepted defeat and withdrew its troops from Afghanistan, but the country descended into civil war. Taliban regime 1996 to 2001. In the 1990s, the Taliban gained power in Afghanistan and in 1996 took over Kabul and established their own government. The Taliban imposed strict Sharia law and harbored extremist groups such as Al-Qaeda, which included Osama bin Laden. U.S. Afghanistan War 2001-021. 1. The 9/11s attacks and the American attack. 2001. September 11, 2001. Al-Qaeda carried out terrorist attacks in the United States, targeting the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. The United States blamed Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden, who was under the protection of the Taliban, for the attack. October 7, 2001. The U.S. invades Afghanistan under Operation Enduring Freedom. December 2001. The Taliban regime falls, and an interim Afghan government is established. 2. Resurgence of Taliban power. 2002 to 2009. The Taliban began guerrilla warfare and began to reassert their grip on the countryside. The U.S., along with NATO and other allies, sent more troops to Afghanistan. In 2009, President Obama sent 30,000 additional troops to Afghanistan, but Taliban operations continued. 3. Al-Qaeda and the killing of Osama bin Laden to 011. May 2, 2011, U.S. Navy SEALs kill Osama bin Laden in an operation in Abbottabad, Pakistan. Nevertheless, the war in Afghanistan did not end and the Taliban continued to resist. 4. U.S. military withdrawal. 2014 to 2021. In 2014, the U.S. ended most of its combat operations and handed over security to the Afghan government. The Taliban continued to attack various areas and weaken the Afghan army. In 2020, the United States and the Taliban signed the Doha Agreement, under which the U.S. military announced its withdrawal. 5. Return of the Taliban and capture of Kabul to 021. August 15, 2021. Following the withdrawal of U.S. troops, the Taliban capture Kabul and re-establish their rule in Afghanistan. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani fled the country, and the United States completed its final chaotic withdrawal from Kabul airport. Results and implications. Impact on Afghanistan. Millions of Afghans were displaced and thousands were killed. The Taliban reimposed strict laws, including restrictions on women's education. Implications for America and world politics. The war was America's longest war,